How am I supposed to know I'm that kid's father?
Next Wednesday.
You came here to accuse me of sleeping around?
I don't want no problem, bro.
Girl's about to go down.
They'll come face to face with some hard truths.
Please don't shut me out.
Don't know why I couldn't see that darkness in him. Some people are good at hiding the real them.
Not all of us are liars.
I've decided I'm gonna freeze my eggs.
I don't know what it is, but I think Hayden's up to something.
You don't want this Andy situation to go too far.
I'm taking care of it.
Tyler Perry Sistas. All new next Wednesday at 9. Watch it live on BET.
Hey y'all, it's your Missniecytv, and I'm here to break down the trailer for Sistas Season 7, Episode 5. The trailer starts off with Zach asking Karen, how am I supposed to know if I'm this child's father? Karen says, you're accusing me of sleeping around? Duh, you were sleeping with him and Aaron at the same time. Zach has every right to ask you that question. The only reason you feel offended is because Trey's there and everybody else is in the shop. You know full well that you were sleeping with somebody else. Karen, you just don't want Trey to look at you in a negative light because you're starting to like him. Zach, I'm not mad at you for coming up there and asking that question because you had every right to. You could have just pulled her to the side and asked her. You didn't have to ask her in front of everybody. Then we see Trey step in and he's like, look man, I don't want no problems. And Zach asks Karen, who is he supposed to be, your new man? Trey, this will be the time to mind the business that pays you. And you know what business that is? Go and find packages to deliver. I get that you're trying to defend Karen's honor because you're starting to like her, but this is a situation that you know nothing about. So I kindly ask that you see your way out of this conversation. Of course, Pam is going to instigate this because she's like, it's about to go down. Pam, Zach didn't come up there to start any issues with anybody else. The only issue he has is with Karen. And if Trey has a problem, Zach will, of course, address that. But I don't think he came up there to fight anybody. Pam, you want something to go down so you could tell Karen that Zach actually cares about her finding a new man when he really doesn't care. He just wants DNA test for his unborn child. Over at the law firm, we see Andy and she's looking at Hayden, who's about to have a meeting with one of the partners. Andy, you should be scared because all that stuff he told you about him not throwing you under the bus when he has the meeting with the partners, he lied. He's actually conjuring up a plan with Gary to take you down, and Gary's going to ensure that he gets partner. Gary is going to do anything he can to stay out of prison, and of course, Hayden's gonna throw you under the bus. I don't know why you believed him in the first place. Over in Tony's office, we see Tony telling Danny, please don't shut me out. And I think Danny goes to visit him after a therapy session. I'm glad that Danny's taking the initiative to start therapy again because this could really help her in a relationship and see where her problems stem from. During this therapy session, we see Danny talking about her past dating history, and I think the relationship that affected her the most is the one where she was in college. Andy and Jordan are on a date, and I think Andy asked him a question about his opponent in the election because earlier in the day, Fatima told Andy about the scandal that Jordan's opponent was going through where he was sleeping with his secretary. And this is what leads Jordan to say, we're not all liars. Of course they're going to say they're not all liars, but I think Jordan is hiding something too. Over at the juice bar, we have Sabrina telling Rich that she's going to freeze her eggs. I'm like, first of all, why would you do that in a public setting? Sabrina, just because you tell this man that you're freezing your eggs, does that make you think he's going to change his mind about having kids? He doesn't want kids, and even if you try to persuade him, he'll hold some resentment towards you because you made him go back on a decision that he didn't want to do in the first place. Sabrina, I think you should let this relationship go in its entirety before you both y'all start resenting each other. Then we have Fatima telling Andy that she thinks Hayden is up to something. Well, you know Hayden is up to something. When is Hayden never not up to something? You just don't know the extent of what it is. Hayden is willing to keep Gary out of prison just so that he could get partner, but Fatima, you do have him shook when you told him that your family makes twin arrangements and they don't play. But I do suggest that both y'all watch every move you make and every step you take because Hayden is watching. Speaking of Hayden, Hayden is on the phone with Gary and he's like, you don't want this Andy situation to go too far. Gary's like, I'm gonna take care of it. Come to find out, this man is stalking Andy on her date with Jordan. He's watching them from his car and I know it's hurting him deep down inside to see Andy with somebody else, but he's really vindictive right now. He's willing to do anything to her. Gary is ready to stand on business in any way he can. He has a gun in his car and he's ready to use it. But before he decides to execute his mission and try to hurt Andy or Jordan, he's in the car doing his booger sugar that Hudson gave him earlier to calm his nerves. I'm like, Gary, when did you start doing drugs? The writer is really painting out Gary to be a cracked out villain, and it is working because the journey that he's about to go on is real great. But this definitely explains Gary's mental state right now. I wonder how long he's been doing drugs by hiding it on the low, because it's definitely his first time using drugs and it looks like it won't be his last either. Let me know what you guys think about the episode. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, turn on your bell notifications. Bye!